I'm gonna say on this line.
Hey, welcome to another edition of Ego on Break. I'm your host, Dynamite J. Andrews. Got the Mississippi Madman, Logan Creed, sitting shotgun, or technically in the driver's seat. But
the hell car you been driving in?
But today we're going to talk a little bit about pro wrestling. We've got a few things, a few topics that we want to touch on. I'm sure the Madman's going to hate something that's normally his Mr. Negative over there.
Sorry.
So he's never positive about pro wrestling. So.
I am positive. If it don't suck.
Yeah, so I guess sit back and enjoy. We want to thank our sponsors.
Crappy weather.
Yeah, crappy weather. No, Norville Chiropractic Clinic, No Limit Jiu-Jitsu, Flowwood. Thank our media sponsors or media partners with House Show Podcast. Those guys are awesome. Check them out. Check out Federated Wrestling on Facebook. If you hadn't liked that page, check that out. Like them. It's kind of the home organization. It's our NWA. So check out Federated Wrestling. But right off the bat, Madman, I know you watched some of some of the pay-per-view. What was the pay-per-view title?
Elimination Chamber.
Elimination Chamber.
I thought it was a bad name.
So what'd you like about it and what'd you hate about it?
The main event was really, really good.
Okay. Who was in the main event?
Oh, God, let's see.
He was there? Awesome.
I hope so. He's supposed to be everywhere. Let's see. Daniel Bryan, Kofi Kingston, Randy Orton, Samoa Joe, AJ Styles, and the Hardy, Jeff. And good match.
Yeah.
Really good match.
Awesome.
And WWE probably worked the greatest crowd work ever in quite a long time.
Oh, I mean, that's what they do.
Yeah, but I mean, they actually did a good job this time. Usually they do a really crap job. They had people believing that Kofi was going to get the belt, and I thought that was one of the most hilarious things I've ever seen in my life. Because a few years back, they literally did this exact same match, except they had everybody believing Santino would win.
Santino Marella?
Yep.
Like
cross-dressing Santino Marella.
Like the guy with the
Santino. Yeah, but he was Santino at the time.
I got you.
So, yeah, they basically used the same gimmick over again for a few years ago. And it was funny that how many
what's
people
old
thought,
is new again.
Oh, no, I agree. And they worked the hell out of it.
Yeah. So what did it come down to?
Kofi and Daniel.
Kofi and Daniel.
And they did a lot of exchanges, and Daniel made him tap.
Yeah. So,
who do you think first one eliminated was? Let's see if you get it right.
The Hardy? No.
Samoa Joe.
Yeah.
That surprised the hell out of me. I'm like, really? The biggest guy?
Well, he probably hit harder than everybody else. So.
Yeah.
All right, what else was on it? Because I have no idea. I didn't watch any of it, and I haven't watched much WWE in a long time.
Well, I'll tell you one person, in my opinion, they ruined, Ruby Riott. And I'm not going to say I'm the huge Ruby Riott fan, but Ruby Riott had a match against Rousey. And basically, it was a jobber match. She got like 2 kicks.
Wow.
And she then jobbed her out, and then Charlotte slides in the ring, and they're having a face-off. And out comes Becky with some crutches, and Becky drops one crutch and whoops Charlotte's ass. And then she gives the other crutch to Ronda and gives her the opportunity to whoop on Charlotte a little bit. And right as she goes to do it, she starts whooping on Ronda's ass. And this is a girl that has one leg, supposedly.
What happened to her leg?
She supposedly blew it out at the Rumble, even though she grabbed the wrong leg, and the referee had to tell her, hey, you got the wrong one. And that literally happened. So,
well, it's like a jumping injury.
It must have been. It went from one leg to the other. But as she's in there whooping her ass, she was standing on both of them real good, swinging that damn crutch. And I remember she beat them like she owed them money. So... But yeah, Riot got jobbed out in like 3 minutes maybe. So, a match that surprised me, because I don't follow the product a whole lot unless I watch SmackDown.
Right.
But Shane and Miz were the champs, and they went in against the Usos. And honest to God, they had a really good match. I was telling the guy I work with, I said, if you go to watch it, I said, watch that and watch the main event. That's the best 2 matches in there.
Yeah.
And they lost to the Usos, and it was one of those deals where Miz has, I don't remember, one of them pinned LA Twins.
Yeah.
And then he reverses into a pin. It's just that simple. I mean, it was a Really
kind
good, yeah.
Kind of used the way it should be used.
Yeah, yeah. Because you didn't see it coming. I was like, well, Shane and them going to probably hold it till freaking Mania, because I mean they just got in trouble. You know, hell, one of them just got arrested over the weekend.
Well, just living the gimmick. You know,
whatever. But I'm like, I really thought they would keep it, but no, they won. Good match, really good match.
Okay.
Shane went to do the coast to coast and caught a super kick after he hit the other brother with it. This coast to coast. He had one in corner and one in this corner. He piled and nailed it. He's going up and goes for the other one. Wham! Super kick. So yeah, it was good stuff.
So what else? What was the bad?
The bad was the god-awful Women's Elimination Chamber tag match. That was the drizzling monkey poop. And, bruh, botch. Well,
I thought that
even the finish was botched.
Well, I thought the women's were supposed to be like what's carrying the show right now. Like,
that's what I saw online. It doesn't mean that you're going to get everything perfect every single time. But this match was just botchy as hell.
Really?
But they could make a botch highlight, which they probably will on Botchamania.
Matthew over.
I'm just saying. And when
Yo, Matthew.
when it comes time, I bet you, hell, he can do a 3 to 4 minute segment with this thing. It's bad, bro. It ain't my fault.
All right. So what else? What else was bad?
The other match was actually Bobby Lashley and Leo, and it's versus Finn Balor. And the match itself wasn't bad; it was just predictable.
Yeah.
Because they did a promo in the back, and they're like, "Well, Bobby, if Leo gets the pin, you lose your belt." Duh. I wonder what's going to happen.
Well, they just wanted to make sure everybody knew, make sure they understood that if Leo got pinned.
Well, it was clearly the rules anyway, so why reinforce it? It was stupid. You took away all the suspense.
Right.
So and then Bobby turns on him and gave him the Ron Simmons spine buster with one hand. He looked like he was palming a basketball. He slammed little old Leo so hard.
Was it like babyface Bobby, or was it heel Bobby?
No, Bobby's heel.
Okay.
But, I did see one other thing. I forgot about it because it was so forgettable. But except one part. But it was Baron Corbin and Braun Strowman in a brawl. And it was terrible.
Was it?
But it was a street fight. Now, the coolest part about this was, I guess they're forming a 3-man group with Lashley, Baron, and McIntyre, because they all come out during a match, and they did the old Public Enemy spot and stacked some damn tables.
Oh, cool.
And then brought in the ring steps and powerbombed Braun's big ass off of Lashley through the 2 tables.
Wow. So did they like the Shield finish?
I was like, buddy, we like buddy.
How does it go again?
I'm good.
Come on, how does it go?
You do it.
No,
you're way wider than I am.
I got to watch, and then I'll join in. Do it one more time.
You remember Public Enemy? 2 fat guys? Shit, we could be the new versions.
Public Enemy number 7.
Shit, 12 of those.
Oh, that's too funny. So, do it one more time.
No, I'm good. That's enough. 2's more than enough.
I don't know if you can sing the song. Can you sing?
I don't remember what the song was.
I don't either. Yeah. So that's what you saw.
But you remember Public Enemy, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they're both
Rocco Rock and Johnny Grunge.
You know, they were fun to watch.
Yeah, they were a party for sure.
Yeah.
So I've started watching. It's an old Ring of Honor DVD, and it's called Honor versus Evil.
Okay.
And it's essentially some Ring of Honor guys versus Scum, which was like Matt Hardy and Kevin Owens and Jimmy Jacob and those guys. But I started watching that, and I've only got a few matches in, and it's more like they just did like an event, so it's not like one of their big events. So it's like a house show or whatever, and it kind of looks like a house show when you're watching it. But the matches are really good. But I discovered Tadarious Thomas. And I really didn't. I had heard the name, read the name, like I read results and stuff. And I really had no idea who Tadarious Thomas was. And he also goes by TD Thomas, so it's kind of a, if you can't say Tadarious, you can say TD, I guess. But the dude was really, really, I'm going to say he was really, really good. He had lots and lots and lots of potential. Yeah, like you could see, like, I think he had only been wrestling for like a year or something like that, or 2 years or whatever. So I mean, it's not like he had tons of experience, but he had like a lot of different martial arts background and did some like boxing and stuff like that. But they were really pushing the, and I'm probably gonna butcher this when I say it, like the
Capoeira.
That's it.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about now.
Yeah, but it was really cool to watch him.
Yeah, he was good.
And I don't know what happened to him. So like I think I'm gonna try to look him up.
He's still out there.
Well, is he?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
probably been a few months, but he's still with. I ain't gonna say he's with the Ring of Honor,
I hadn't
but I
seen
know
him
he
in
still
a
does
long time.
But that was a pay-per-view. God, I guess it's been a few months. It might have been like 6 months ago. It's been a while, but he was on it.
Okay. Well, I thought he had disappeared or something.
Well, right now we're all everybody's going from this company to this company, and then they're going from this company to this company.
Everybody's kind of floating around.
Right now, he's got a huge opportunity if he just shows up and shows up.
I mean, that was my thing. Like, you know, like they say, you know, timing in wrestling is everything, and I think that's one of the things that hurt him was, like, this was back in, I don't know, like 2009 that I was watching, and no, it wasn't. No, it was like 2013. I think that's when, because it was like 6 years ago.
Yeah, that's 4 years away from each other.
Yeah, so I'm horrible with numbers, but I'm pretty sure it was 2013. And because I noticed the date was like February 16th of 2013. I'm like, well, that's right about where we're at now. So that was one reason I kind of picked it to start watching. And but there was so much. There was like Cedric Alexander and Caprice Coleman and QT Marshall and like Kyle O'Reilly and Matt Taven and, you know, all these guys that were coming in that were young, new guys that were, you know, Adam Cole, you know, all that. So like he was really just lost in the shuffle.
I just think they were overshadowed that time by like guys like the Young Bucks and Scum, like you just said. When you got all these big stars, it's hard to become a big star when they're already there.
Especially when, you know, if you're one of 20, you know what I mean? There's 20 guys trying to get in and get noticed, and you're only one guy. Like, just because you didn't get noticed doesn't mean, you know what I mean? Like, and I think maybe the biggest thing he did, like him and ACH formed a tag team, and but I'm really gonna try to do some research and see what I can find on him, because I was really, really impressed with him. So.
Well, that's why I tell you now. When you tell me somebody gets the WWE thing, I'm like, God, I'm sorry.
Yeah, like
because they're
everybody's getting it.
The shuffle's this big. It used to be this big. Now you're here trying to find a spot just here.
Yeah.
But it's up here, and there's this many to get to here, and you want to be up here, but you're down here. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A damn gauge of wrestling, and you trying to climb through all these people.
It does seem like they're signing,
it's too many.
10 to 15 people every couple of months. So.
Oh, I was going to ask you one. Oh, it was nasty. There's a picture I saw yesterday, I guess over the weekend, Neville, now Pac, wrestled Walter.
Okay.
And during the match, I'm not sure it was this finger, but we're going to use it because it's the biggest one. But it was from straight up to this way.
Oh, wow.
And
Pac or Walter?
Pac. And Pac had to go and finish the match. You ever had to pop anything back in place during the match?
Not my finger.
I did in my finger and my shoulder.
Ouch.
So, yeah.
Ouch.
This thumb used to pop. You don't do that no more. Because I had my hand like that, unfortunately, when I went to go leg drop. And it come down and jammed up. And I went up. Yeah, Tim almost saw me cry that night because he was wrestling as what was he, the Iraqi assassin or whatever the hell he was.
Silent death.
Oh yeah, silent. That's right. That's why I couldn't hear him.
Oh man, that's ow.
My shoulder actually come out of place wrestling Rondo Roosevelt. I had to put it back in. I told him to send me into the corner. I took the corner and hit the buckle and it popped back in. I've been able to fix myself with everything but my knee. I couldn't do that one. That was impossible.
I think if you would have drunk glue, it probably would have helped.
I don't know if I've seen that.
But yeah, like, so guys, check out Tadarious Thomas. Like I say, if you see him, if you're floating around, you know, you see a match or something that's new, tag us in it. I'd love to see it. But I really dug it. You know, like, I think out of the 3 or 4 matches I've watched, like, he stood out the most. And it was just because of that style that he had. You know, he was you know, putting in, you know, the mixed martial arts stuff and the, how do you say it, capoeira moves and things like that.
It's like a Jamaican style of martial arts.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say that's where it originated. I don't know. But if you watched Kofi Kingston, when he come out, he was trying to portray that he knew that style, and it didn't portray too well.
Right. So well, this guy, you could tell
he legit knows it. Yeah, he does.
So, I mean, I think that was the biggest thing for me. And then
Actually, there's a really good movie if you want to go back and watch it. It's from like maybe early 2000s, late 90s, called Only the Strong, and the whole movie is based on that style of fighting.
I had to look that up. And I want to touch base on this because I watched I downloaded the Pluto app, which is like a free TV app.
Okay.
And Impact has a channel on it, Impact Wrestling. And they have been showing some older, like NWA TNA stuff, and like they had like the best of the knockouts in 2016.
Back when the knockouts was a good division.
Yeah, but
I don't know. It might be good now. I don't watch it.
Yeah,
so I don't know.
Well, but and then I watched like the Impact from 2 weeks ago, and what I really come to realize is I think the reason people hate Impact is because they compare it to WWE.
Excuse me.
Or WCW or whatever, you know. But like I think nowadays, if they would just look at Impact as like the new super indie, because think about it,
but it's like they've
half their roster are working independent events. You know what I mean?
I get it, but that's what they used to be. Was like this big federation that was like all indie guys. But then they started working everybody.
Right.
Like, they brought in Christian, they brought in Jeff Hardy, they brought in Sting and Kurt Angle. And it kind of went from all these great indie guys to like washed up WWE guys. And not that the guys I just named are washed up, but it's just like you're getting the throwaways of WWE.
Right, but if I told you, hey, look, there's an indie coming to Jackson.
I agree.
And it's headlined by Brian Cage versus, Johnny Impact. And it's got, Moose and Killer Croc, and it's got Sue Young, and it's got the Rascals, and it's got the Lucha Bros, and it's got LAX.
Who the hell none of those people are. Exactly.
You do?
No, that's a lot of people don't know who the hell they are.
But the thing is, like, the wrestling fans do. But the wrestling fans...
Mississippi.
Well, no, I'm just saying, in general, if it came to your town and it was labeled, independent wrestling champions or some shit like that and not Impact, you would be like, this is the greatest show ever, blah, blah, blah.
Well, to me, Impact's a horrible name, too.
Well, take away the name. Quit.
Okay.
You're like the same, I don't like the blue rope, so I'm not going to watch that. Or I don't like how the guy held the microphone. Like, but the thing is, like, it's such a good product now because it's a super indie. Like, it's not WWE anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, they're pushing so many guys from the independents. And like I say, if you took away the Impact Wrestling name and put another name there, like the crowd that are going, oh, I don't watch Impact, I hate Impact, blah blah blah, they would love this show. But because it's labeled with Impact, you know what I mean? Like so, and I think that's the reason they tried to get away from the TNA brand.
I just wish they would have got away from the whole label.
Right.
I mean, to me, it was like, this is a new start, new name, new company. Yeah. We have nothing to do with the old.
But it's so good. Like,
well, I mean,
Impact is a super indie, and I think people should give it a chance.
But they had done burned so many bridges with the people. What they did with the Hardys and all that crap, boy, that really pissed people off. So I'm like, they should have just got away from it altogether and just been like New Wrestling Federation or something.
Right. And that's my thing is like, but it can be saved if people would just realize that when you're bashing it, you're hurting it. You know what I mean?
But if you go to any average fan and go WWE, yeah, I know what that is. Yep. Impact.
Nope.
What the hell is that? That sounds like a car thing.
You can go to any like just a casual fan and go, do you know what Monday Night Raw is? Yes. What time does SmackDown come on? They go, what's SmackDown?
A lot of people.
You know what I mean?
But if you say Impact people, to me that sounds like Impact in a car wreck.
And Raw doesn't.
No, I agree. But
what
Raw,
do you think
look
about,
how long
about Raw though?
How long Raw's been around?
If you just saw the word Raw, what do you think about?
Damn meat.
So, I mean, like the rumored AEW name is Tuesday Night Dynamite.
Yeah, I saw they ripped your name off.
Yeah, they're big fans of Jay Andrews, and I appreciate it, guys. So
next time it'll be blowed up to the ring. So they'll name that after Lord Humungous.
That's gonna be their pay-per-view.
Hey Gary.
It was him.
Yeah, it was me.
It was all him.
Like your Mickey Mouse tattoo.
I love Lord
always
Humungous.
Makes you look tough.
I like Lord Humungous.
If you work at a gym, you should probably use it. So.
Speaking of Lord Humungous,
Sid Vicious.
Well, all of them in general. I would love to see like a Lord Humungous team over here versus a Doink team, like Survivor Series style. Not Men on the Mission, the Bushwhackers, but all the guys that portrayed Doink.
A lot of them are dead.
Well, I know, but this is fantasy booking.
Oh, okay.
A lot of the Doinks, say 5 Doinks versus 5 Lord Humungouses. awesome.
So you want like nobody to show up. It's
Well,
gonna be like an
it's
empty
only
arena
one
match.
Yeah, exactly. Empty arena. Yeah, I mean, if it's good enough for Terry Funk, I mean,
Shh.
Terry Funk ain't wearing no
Terry
mouthpiece.
Funk, that's it.
Shout out to J.D. Jenkins
Right,
and the Briscoe brothers.
Come on there and I'm gonna kick your ass. Uncle Terry said, "I'll put you over, you son of a bitch. You just watch."
And then he said, "I don't wear no mouthpiece." That's what he said. So, hey guys, been Ego on break. Next event, March 2nd, Simpson County SmackDown, McGee High School. Main event, Cody Vance, Michigan Muscle, takes on full-time beast J.D. Jenkins, the current Pride champion. So come out and support us. We got women wrestling.
He's evolved.
He has evolved. So come check that out. March 2nd, Simpson County SmackDown, McGee High School. Check that out. Later, guys.